So here we are in our community dev update on the 24th of June. Let's go to the next slide here. So on the Cosmos community, there have been things happening with Stargate on the Cosmos Hub. This relates to Tendermint and protobuf encoding, and also if you want to join discussion, you should hop over to the Cosmos community Discord server. Adriana, do you have things to add about this? What's going on with this?
Yeah, sure. I just want to say that, first of all, the Stargate upgrade is coordination done between multiple entities, and there is no sole owner of this upgrade. It's just a joint effort of so many people involved, from Interchain GmbH to Tendermint to Inclusion, Regen, and who else? Fusion Labs. So we all joined forces in order to be able to work on this upgrade, and everyone is doing the best they can to make sure the transition for everyone in the community is very easy to grasp. And for this, there has been some discussions in the community lately about started by Ethan Frey to create the launchpad, that is to establish the let's say the agreed release on which we'll be able to let's say onboard users to migrate for adopting and upgrading to Stargate. And yeah, it'll be a joint effort. We should see the first testnets starting somewhere around end of July. And we will have a lot of communication spread on multiple channels about this. We had an introductory blog post, which was written by Gavin, Jack, Zaki, about an overview of what Stargate really is. We also created a Q&A. Josh created a Q&A with Zaki, in which we, let's say, explain on a larger, broader term what Stargate is and what are the changes that our users need to prepare, like wallets, exchanges, validators. Also, now new blog posts will be coming. One was issued yesterday about Tendermint release 0.34 and what to expect in terms of the upgrade. New documentation will be coming, the guide regarding light clients and how that will affect them, and also more specific documentation based on each type of user. We want to be able to make sure that everyone understands exactly what this upgrade is and what they need to do and how they need to prepare. And this is why we have all this joint effort from everyone, including the launchpad that we are working on. So that's about it in terms of a brief summary of Stargate.
Great, thanks. Yeah, very helpful. Over on the registry side of things, there had been this Tasmanian Devil sprint that had been wrapped up, that we'd been working with Stripe integrations for a while, and that's something that we were able to move through, as well as offline invoicing and email integrations and notifications. So those things are moving along. And yesterday, we've been hosting these governance deep dives as part of our work with Open Team. And yesterday we had someone on, Kevin Waukee, who's the founder of Gitcoin. And Gitcoin is focused on quadratic funding, which is effectively a way of making decisions about how funding's deployed across a community in a way that preferences more engagement. So effectively, the less people you have voting, there's like this kind of exponential curve that if 20 people all put in a small amount of money, the matching funds will be much, much greater than if just a few people put some things in. And so if you want to watch that, there's this link here. And as I mentioned, I'll be making this presentation public afterwards so people can access that. And Will, you had just mentioned that you had been on that as well. And found that interesting. I don't know if there's any else thing you want to add about that.
I don't have anything in particular. No, I mean, I just thought it was an interesting discussion, and I'm hoping to, study up on quadratic voting more in general. And I thought he made some interesting points about his like larger goals and like getting into community resilience and funding.
Yeah, there's that. Have you read that Radical Markets book by Glenn Weil and one of his colleagues?
No, I haven't. I'll also put that down.
Yeah, I can pass that link along. That's I guess that's kind of the origination point, as far as I know, in the crypto space for introducing some of these ideas around quadratic voting.
Great. Yeah, that sounds super interesting.
And that's kind of the end of our little presentation here. I don't know, Will or Adriana, if there's anything you'd like to discuss right now, or if we just want to wrap there.
When I don't have anything in particular. When's the next upcoming like testnet, or how's progress on the blockchain going?
Yeah, so the what's going on there is that we continue to be focused internally on preparing this 0.39 release, and the thought at the moment is that we want the kind of final testnet that we're running to be essentially on all the same infrastructure as what we're going to be using for mainnet to be able to do security testing. There's still the possibility that could shift, but given that effectively the dependency is getting the Cosmos SDK up to 0.39 before we launch the next testnet. So it's anticipated for sometime in July. I can't really say more than that.
Great. Yeah, good to know.